I'm making a YouTube video, and I wanted you to be in it. I was talking about my life and my plan. Like, basically what I talked about in the car today. Today, we were hanging out with Buddy, and... Jack has some back problems going on. About what we were talking about with Buddy and Elliot. Not like the second part, but about me. So I wanted you to be here so that I could talk to somebody, because it's like weird just talk to a camera. Anyways, so I was like, I'm gonna give some background. So the background was that my whole life have been a very dramatic person that is dramatic about a lot of things, and that is surrounded myself by drama. As much as I hate to admit it, I always surround myself with drama, and it wasn't a good thing, and it's gotten better, like, since we moved here. So I wanted to talk about that. Maybe I should make this a podcast.
Bro, we should make a podcast. It's an inside joke with me.
Really?
Yeah.
Like about me, or just about podcasts?
No, just about people making random podcasts and it ends up dumb.
That's funny, actually. Well, I have a podcast.
You?
Yeah, it's posted.
It's on school.
No, it's on Spotify.
It's at school.
But it's on Spotify. It's actually after hours. After hours. We record after hours. So it's a book club podcast. And I made it, and I edited it, and Precious made the cover photo to it, like, in graphic design.
I should watch that.
Yeah, you should. It's called... You're gonna laugh. I don't even want to say it.
What?
It's called Stop, We're Literally Icons. Why didn't you laugh?
I was trying to keep it in.
Isn't it funny? It's like serious, like we are literally icons. But it's also like kind of funny. Like it's like, ooh haha, like that's a stupid name, haha, like it's stupid. It's funny because it's stupid.
What is it? What is it?
Stop, we're literally icons. That's what it's called. That's what the podcast is.
Dumb.
That's the point though. Like, you know what I mean? Like ha. Anyways, back to what this is about. So my whole life I have been involved in a lot of drama, and I've put myself in situations where I am involved in drama, right? Usually drama that is created by me, right? Like that's a pretty
really.
I want to sit back. This is so fun. We should do this again. Okay. It's like it always just that was really far back. I didn't expect it to be that far. Okay, back to me. My life. It's been great. I used to be bad and now I'm good.
You didn't used to be bad.
I used to be crazy. I still am recovering from that phase of my life.
I think you're overreacting. Like you used
Am I
to.
overreacting about how I used to overreact?
Yeah.
I'll get so much equipment. I'm down for this.
I'm down.
I'm so down.
We can get like a table that goes like this, you know? And like I sit here, you sit here. I sit on the left because
I
we
have
started
an
on
even
the
better
left.
idea.
What?
Okay, my podcast class. Hear me out, guys.
I come to it.
No. I was thinking because
Thinking?
I could record this, right, while also recording just the podcast, so people can watch the video or they can listen to the podcast. You say what?
Yeah.
Like, I can be recording for my podcast, like on the side, while I'm also recording the video. So then there's like, I could post it I could get credit. Well, you'll be in it.
I'll go to your podcast class?
No, like at the house. Like I'll record it here.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I get it.
And then I'll get credit because I have my book podcast too. So I could have 2 podcasts. I could be better than everybody. So I have 2 podcast classes. No, 2 podcasts. One is Stop or Literally Icons, and the other is Having Troubles, Come to the Doubles. And I'll literally be the coolest person ever. I'm like the mysterious girl that has podcasts and not Instagram. And you're the cool older...
I'm the cool older brother.
the cool younger brother. That was weird. Don't take that personally. Don't let that affect your...
Yeah, I'm the cool older brother.
Don't do that. No, I'm literally a genius, though. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're
I
gonna
think I'm
do
looking
this.
at the camera right now. I'm just kind of staring at you.
That's alright.
Well, okay.
I would be too. So anyway, look at my leg. Ooh. He's dancing over there. He's getting jiggy with it. Jack, come talk about your problems.
I don't have problems. I'm amazing.
Oh,
I'm perfect.
got it. Guys, so this is the book I'm reading right now. It's called Love in Other Words, and the main character's name is Macy. And I'm loving it. Except for the love interest's name is Elliot, and it's really kind of throwing me off. No offense, Elliot. It's just, I mean, his name is spelled differently, so it's like fine. But it's just like the fact. But it's really good. I knew from the first chapter. I knew from the first chapter that I was gonna love this, and I'm at like chapter 3.
Oh,
So,
nothing.
you don't like what?
Sitting like this.
Well then don't.
It took so much effort to.
So, yeah, I'm, let's see, what else could I talk about? I'm kind of struggling in chemistry right now.
Oh my gosh. Oh wait.
Thank you. I have a chemistry test tomorrow, but I think I'll do fine, because I made a bomb-ass, am I allowed to say that?
It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. I got a, so I've been doing pretty,
A little bit, yeah.
I've been doing pretty well in math. Yeah, I had like a A- the other day, but then this, I don't even, bro. We're just like learning more stuff about algebra.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
It'll definitely be good for you next week.
do it. I've been doing good. Okay, just get to the point. I got a 51% on my test, and now I have a C-. So that's not great. In chemistry, I have like a 87. In history, I have like a 81. I'm not doing the best in school. But who cares?
Having
We
troubles?
live on a floating rock.
See, that's the second time I've heard you say that today. That we live on a floating rock.
It's
And
true.
it is true.
It is true.
But, you know, getting good grades, it does matter.
No, it doesn't.
Maybe not for you right now, but I'm a junior. So I'm like thinking,
Let's
I
go doubles.
D O
Not the B. It's okay. Yo.
D O U wait B B L E S.
We're good,
It'd
guys.
be really funny if I was wrong. It's gonna be backwards for them. But it's
They get it. Okay.
we have okay. So if they are having troubles, we have to. Yeah. Wait. So that says bubbles.
Boobies.
Wait. Yeah, boobles. Yeah. Bro's
Dyslexic?
yeah. Okay. We have to give them advice because if they're having troubles with school, we have to help them. So we're both two different ends of the spectrum here. I'm
Don't say what grade I am.
Huh?
What?
Don't say what grade you are?
Yes.
Why?
That's embarrassing.
Okay, so we're twins and we're both juniors.
Yep.
Clearly.
Exactly.
And we're both in the same chemistry class because we both, you know
Yep.
what I mean?
Yep.
I'm succeeding. He's not. So, if you're like me and you're succeeding, good job. If you're like Jack and you're not, here's my advice to you,
You
and,
idiot.
and people is what I tell myself to succeed is to show up to class every day. Because if you don't, you're going to get behind and then you're going to be lost and then you're going to be
not
sad.
good at that.
I know. That's why I have to tell myself that.
You pretend to be sick and
Yeah,
yeah.
I do that.
You do.
Don't pretend to be sick because it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. You're going to not know what's going on in chemistry, and then you're going to want to cry, and then you're going to want to die. Die and cry and throw up and vomit. And you don't want to die and cry and throw up and vomit. So, show up to class,
Look at
ask questions. What are you doing to my pen?
bending it.
Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask for help from the teacher because they will help you and it will make way more sense. And don't be a little about things. Because there's this one girl in my chemistry class who was being a little, and I was not appreciating it. She was being so rude to the teacher. Like, but it was like again, like, behind his back. Like,
what the flip?
like, let me tell you. So, I was, like, not understanding what was going on in chemistry.
I don't remember that.
What?
I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah, because we're in the same chemistry class.
Yeah.
So, like, we were learning a new thing, and I didn't understand it, and we were all sitting together, and we were all, like, struggling. And he came over and was, like, saw my paper, and he was like, Macy, you're doing this all wrong. And I was like, slay. But he
You
was
said
like,
that?
no. Actually, I might have. But he was like, can I help you? And I was like, yeah. So then he started, like, explaining things, and I was, like, actually trying to understand what he was saying, and I was getting it.
Pog?
And then this other girl that I was sitting next to, who I don't particularly like.
Who is it?
Am I allowed to say this? You don't know who it is. You don't know who she is. You don't know who she is. I can't.
I
Okay.
know her.
Yeah, isn't she?
Dude, I don't like her.
Okay, I'm not friends with her, but I don't have anything against her. Well, I do now, I guess.
I
I'm being
was
dramatic.
friends with her. I'm not now.
Shut up. I'm being a little dramatic about this, but it really got to me because when people like do this, let me just tell you what she did first. So she was also not understanding it, right? Makes sense. We were just not learning it. So he was like, "Hey, this person, we'll call her Jules. Hey,
Okay.
Jules, do you want some help, like understanding?" Like he literally asked if he could teach her how to do it. She said, "No, I'm good." And I looked at her, I was like, girly pop, like, you aren't gonna succeed if you say no to asking for help. Like, what? And he was like, okay, well, and then he asked again, and then she was like, well, I guess. Like, sure, I guess.
I guess.
I guess. And then he started explaining to her, like, I'm pretty sure she, like, got it after that. And then he walked away, and she was like, Jules was all like, I hated every second of that. I should have just figured it out on my own. Like, why couldn't you guys have just helped me? Like, this is stupid. I hate this class. And while she was being helped by him, she was saying how she like, I don't want to be here. This is stupid. Like, I hate people like that. Like, okay, yeah, maybe you, like, I don't want to be there. And like, I thought probably like chemistry is stupid and we're never going to use it in the real world. But like, I'm not going to be disrespectful.
I need for it.
I just did.
Oh, that was a good one. That was like,
I didn't even hear it.
mine was like,
Wow. Well, anyways, I just really dislike people like that. And I feel like they just need to grow up. Honestly, and like get a hold of themselves, like get a grip. Like it's not that deep. That's what I'm saying. Like we live on a floating rock, but we have different mindsets on it. Like your mindset is like we live on a floating rock, so like doesn't matter. But mine is like we live on a floating rock, and that's why it does matter.
no, Lola.
Jack's daughter is in the house. Guest star Lola. It's our dead grandpa's dog.
Alright,
He
off
died,
the
so he
bat,
capper.
off the bat.
Capper. So he capper.
Capper?
I
Barely
feel
know
like
her.
she's gained a lot of weight.
Here she is.
This is Lola. Lola, say hi.
Hi.
Anyways, that was my little tangent about rude, disrespectful people. And it's like, they're always the ones that are like fighting for respect. Like, they're like, I'll get respect if I'm given it. Like, what? That made no sense to me. Somebody else in chemistry said that to, like, a different, like, it was a guy. He said that, and I was like, that makes no sense, because he was not giving, like, the teacher was giving respect. Why wouldn't he? And then he's like, I'll give respect if I get it. Like, no, you're wrong. Sorry, that was my little tangent about school. And, like, I don't like school, but I'm not going to go around telling people I don't like school, because that just puts everybody down.
She licks me. Who does
Too close. There you go. Well, maybe a little closer. Yeah.
Who does like school? Learning things isn't fun, but you need to do it to survive.
Right.
I watched
Is she chewing the cord?
No.
Okay.
I watched Castaway the other day. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it just made me realize how well we have it. Like, imagine going off like into a place that you don't know, like an island, and just trying to survive. Like you,
Right.
you
Like,
have
we'd
to,
all die. I'd die.
Yeah, I'd probably die. Like most people would probably die. But if you don't die, you realize how well you have it. Like you can just buy food. You don't have to work for it.
Right. Good take. Good take. Love that was a good conversation starter there.
Yep.
There are a lot of things that school teaches you that you do not need in the real world. Like chemistry, for example. I don't need to know the electron configuration for carbon.
And most of math.
Yeah, but like there's definitely math that is important.
Yeah.
For like taxes and I don't even know. This is a thermometer I was using when I was dying.
You were not dying. That's when you were pretending to be sick.
No.
I know.
He even knows. I'm still recovering from it.
Are you?
Yeah. Anyways, but there's also a lot of things in school that you do need and that you don't need. And we should, as a society, we should think about those things and take away the things that we don't need, especially for high school. For college, that's different because people go to college to get a further education and things that they are passionate about.
Some people just go to college because their parents tell them to.
Which also shouldn't be a thing, you know, like you shouldn't have to feel pressured into college. Even if you're pressured into college and you didn't want to go and it turns out good for you, like that's good, but like it should have been your choice. That's what college is your choice. Like you're the one picking your classes, you're the one picking your major, like you're the one deciding what you want to do in life. And while I feel like college is a good thing. Like I feel like a lot of people could benefit from college, like the experience and like moving out for the first time and like still going to school and learning because you still have a lot of things to learn about in life and learning things from being away from your parents and the house you lived in your whole life basically. But there's also other ways to do that besides college, like just buying an apartment. It'll do like the same thing for you. What was I going with that? School. Who likes school? I like school in the way that I get to see all my friends and I get to make new connections with people. And also, I like teachers. I really like teachers. Shout out to all you teachers out there. There's been very few teachers that I genuinely dislike.
I think in the middle school
It's possible. I feel like high school teachers are way more chillaxed.
Yeah.
I haven't said chillaxed in a while. It's weird. Yeah. Like, shout out to you, BB. Probably not watching. Shout out to BB. Shout out to Picard. Shout out to Brosh.
Fisher.
Mr. Fisher. I met him one time.
Miss Coke.
In the McDonald's drive-thru.
Miss Coke.
Get it. I've never known who any of these people. Shout out to Mr. Fisher and Mr. Fisher's daughter. Emily Fisher.
What's his name? Mr. Hickox.
Mr. Hickox.
Mr. something.
People in high school don't really say Mr. or Mrs.
What do they say?
Just their last, like, shout out to BB, shout out to Rosh, shout out to Picard. Like, it'd be way too informal way too formal.
Middle school idiots.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good. So that's my take on that.
We should switch topics.
Okay. And Arby's is opening up in Prineville soon.
Let me put y'all on. The buffalo chicken sandwich at Arby's.
I've never had it.
If you like a little spice in your food,
okay,
you'll love it.
Okay.
To the 5 people who are watching this, if that.
Probably like 20, honestly.
20?
I get like the minimum views I get is 20.
I wonder how many bots that is.
It's none.
I wonder how many people watch the video through.
I can see the data.
Or if they just click on it and click out.
It depends on how good the video
That'd
is.
Imagine if somebody we don't know at all is watching the channel.
I would love that. If there's just one person that follows my channel that I don't know.
We should meet them.
If you
imagine if they've been following us since you were 10. That'd be crazy.
If you are a loyal subscriber and you've never commented on any videos or anything, comment on this video.
Honestly, if you've made it,
you're my biggest
if you've
fan.
made it this far,
I'm your
just
biggest
comment.
fan.
Put it this far, comment.
Yeah. Well, it'll be edited, so it won't be this long.
Still, if you've made it this far, comment.
Comment? What should they comment?
I feel dumb saying that. Like and subscribe, comment, and we'll have a good time.
Say? You should say stop or literally icon. No, don't say that. Say. This really solved my troubles.
Come to the doubles.
I think it should be get with the doubles.
Yeah.
Okay. This is just episode 1.
Comment. Have troubles, get with the doubles.
Yeah, do that. This really escalated. Like, I was just starting to talk about my problems in this, but now we're gonna have a whole podcast and like show. We have a whole show.
I'm the show.
I'm actually the owner. I'm the owner of this house.
I really like asking, like, a group of girls, because if it's one-on-one, they'll probably tell the truth. I like asking a group of girls how, or like, to rate themselves on 1 to 10, because it's pretty insane how many girls say they're 10, like, literally perfect. I think that's kind of crazy.
You were talking to me about this the other day.
Yeah, I know. It blows my mind that people literally think they're perfect.
But it's like they don't actually think they're perfect. That's what you're getting confused. Because let's give a little background.
Well, then why say that?
Let's give a little background. Jack came in when I was with me and Precious, I think, and asked us to rate ourselves 1 out of 10. We both kind of settled on 7.
You first
Or
said 10.
6.
You both said first
10. But that's deep. Well, we're getting
That's
that. I'm
deep.
just giving them the conversation. I said,
Okay.
we settled on 7. But out, like, frontwardly, the first things we said were, like, 10 out of 10, right? And when you rate yourselves, it's not just looks. It's also, like, personality. You know, it's like you as a whole rate, right? And if I were to say, like, okay, yeah, I said 7, but, like, I first said 10 because we should always think of ourselves
Hot take.
as a
I
10
think.
out of 10. Hold on, let me finish. We should always think of ourselves as a 10 out of 10. Like, it doesn't mean that we actually think we're 10-10, because, like, everybody has flaws and everybody has insecurities.
Except for Jesus.
Whatever. But, like, we all have things that we know we can work on and change and improve, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't think of ourselves. It's not like we, like, conceited or, like, think of ourselves better as other people. It's like we should have the confidence to know that we are who we are, and we think we're a 10 out of 10. Like, I'm a 10 out of 10. Like, I think I'm a great person. Like, that sounds so weird, but I feel like you're not understanding the way that we're getting it. Like, I know what you're saying. You're saying no one, like, everybody I'm asking is saying it's a 10 out of 10, and, like, that's just weird to me. Like, this blows my mind that people think that they're flawless, which that's not true. No one thinks that they're flawless. Like, I'm telling you that right now. Like, maybe, like, really, like, actual narcissists might, but, like, everybody knows that they have flaws, and everybody, like, is insecure about things.
I'm not even saying that they actually think that. I'm mostly saying that it's crazy to me that they'd even say that.
Why?
Because saying even though you don't think it's true that you're perfect still is crazy.
Well, it's like when you ask somebody to rate themselves, perfection isn't, like, what I would consider a 10 out of 10.
I would, because that's the highest you can go.
I guess, but, like, when you're asking girls that question, it's a different mindset, I think.
Why do girls have... I think girls have that mindset because girls
It's a confidence thing.
Hold on. I think girls say that more than guys because girls get, like, so much more compliments than guys. Like, a
Yeah,
lot
I've heard you
more.
talk about that a lot, too. And I think that is a true thing, and it's, like, a societal issue, right?
I don't even know if it's an issue.
It's just a standard.
It's just a thing. It's just a thing.
It just happens.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's necessarily the reason why. It's like a confidence thing. Like, I feel like girls, not that girls have more confidence, because we all, like, but girl boss, like, yes queen, serve, slay, like, that's, like, engraved in our brains, right? So it's like, yeah, girl, you're a 10 out of 10. Like, you tell yourself that, girl. Like, pop off queen, slay, serve, right? That's, like, our community. That's, like, our communication, right? So, like, if we say, yeah, I'm a 10 out of 10, like, that's, like, a confidence thing. Like, I'm confident enough to say, yeah, I'm a 10 out of 10. Like, I'm that girl. Like, girl boss, queen, slay, pussy boss, right? With guys, they don't have that, like, language or mentality. It's like they will give you a straight up answer of how they actually
Why do you think that is, though?
I don't know. It's just like, I think girls care more. Well, no, actually, I don't. Take that back. I don't know. It's just like a thing.
I think it's why I said. It's why.
Say it again.
That girls get more compliments than guys.
I also don't necessarily think that's true. Maybe, like, right now in our like age, that is true. But I think as a whole,
No, I completely disagree.
but you don't know.
I do know,
You just know what you know right now.
and I'm 100% sure that if you look up the statistic,
There is no statistic for that though.
yeah, there is.
Like there's no way to prove that. There's no data.
Yeah, you can just ask a bunch of guys how much compliments they get, and ask a bunch of girls how many compliments they get.
Like compliments versus, well, I guess that's something. Okay, yes, maybe we can agree that girls get more compliments than guys. But it's I don't know. I give up.
I'm too smart, bro.
Like we're both agreeing on things. We just have a different mentality about it.
My mentality is just
Okay, maybe
insane.
you need to humble yourself a little bit
It's
more.
mostly a joke, but
I feel like you should hold it because you talk quieter than me. But still, like, keep it over here.
I don't know.
Yeah, right there.
What was I saying?
Your mentality.
My mentality is, what's the word? Bulletproof.
What?
Like, nah, that's not true. That's not true. Because, like, if somebody, I've said that, you know that, I've told you this. If somebody, what's the word? Insults me, insults me, I blame myself. If that's true, if that insult is true, I blame myself for it, and I fix myself if it's true. Because I don't blame them because they're just literally stating a fact. I blame myself because it is a fact.
If it is a fact, like, there's times when you get insulted and it's not true.
Yeah, like, just saying, like, you're stupid. Like, that's just not true.
Right. But if it's something about, like, your appearance or, like, your style.
Yeah, like,
Right. We were talking about this the other day.
yeah.
Like, I understand where you're coming from, and it's like, we all know when we get insulted by somebody or whatever, we all know if it's true or not. Like, we all internally know, like, I'm not actually dumb, or, like, I'm not actually this or that, but I am, you know, whatever is true. Like, so what are you saying? Like, you blame yourself
Yeah, and I blame myself and
in a negative way, or, like...
in a positive way, because then I work on fixing myself if it's a bad thing.
Right, but then I was saying how that can lead to caring about other people's perception of you, and how that's, like, that can be a negative thing. And, like, if you, like, have that mentality for everything that's ever told to you, you're not going to know what's true or not. Like, maybe, like, yourself will know, but, like, if you're always told those things, you're going to believe them about yourself. Like, if you're always told you're dumb, that's all you're going to believe about yourself. Even if you're not actually dumb, if you're being told those things, then you will believe it about yourself. So it's like, what's the truth? You're never going to know. The truth is what the Bible says, guys. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. So.
I've never met anybody else that thinks like that.
I mean, like, it's like something that happens subconsciously and internally. Like, you get insulted and you either take that to heart or you don't, because it's not true. It depends on the person, it depends on the circumstance. But I think you think too much about it. I think you used to think nothing. Like, you didn't exist to me. You did to me. But now you, like, are super analytic. It's a lot like Elliot, like we were talking
Dude, my
about.
brain is too big.
Not, shout out to you, Elliot. I'm just saying you also think very critically and analytically. And I think you are too. It's not like it's a bad thing. It just can be a bad thing if you overthink things and, like...
I think it's an amazing thing to overthink. I don't think you can overthink.
You definitely can.
I don't think so.
You can overthink to the point where you don't even know what you think anymore. Like,
A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except for thoughts.
Good one. Good one.
Yep.
You can definitely overthink. If it leads to anxiety and stress and depression, that is.
I don't
that is
think
a negative.
like if I think how much I think about other things, I think about like what's gonna happen if I die. If I think about that as much as I think about other things, I would probably be depressed.
Right. It's like, it's good to be selective on the things that you put your energy into thinking about. Which I think you do a pretty good job of, like, knowing what is important and what's not, you know? Like, yeah.
People have strengths and weaknesses. One of mine
True.
is thinking.
I don't even know what my strengths and weaknesses anymore. Like, my weaknesses were being dramatic and being overly too much. Like, I don't even know how I would describe myself as.
You were just crazy.
I was just crazy. I am. And I never know if that's like
You got an idea.
a good thing or a bad thing. Like, it's a really hard clamp, I know.
Oh my
It's okay.
God.
I'll hold it now. It was only been recent. It's only been recently that I've been like looking internally at myself and like
Me too.
trying to work on my
I've just been doing
like
it for longer.
becoming a better version of myself, because me realizing, okay, this is where I was gonna be at the beginning of this, but I didn't really get to it.
Can I say something first?
Yeah.
Just give me one after.
Okay.
Shout out to Evan. He's the one who
Yeah.
got me to think about thinking. Like he thinks a lot, so
Mhm.
I realized that he's been bettering himself and growing in just in himself. Because he used to be kind of a douchebag, not gonna lie, but now he's
Amen.
a lot better. If you watch this, thank you. No, nothing. Yeah, thank you, Evan, for
No, not
making me think about thinking.
Okay. Good one. Well, I was gonna say also shout out to Evan on my part, but it was a lot of things combined to make me come to this conclusion.
Evan's ego's gonna be popping after this.
I knew all of these things before. I just didn't accept them, I feel like is what was happening. I was obsessed with obsessing. That's a good way to put it. I was obsessed with obsessing, and it was not healthy. Like, it's good to be excited about things, and it's good to talk about your feelings and what you're going through, and...
No, that's okay.
No, it's fine. Hold on, give me a second.
Oh no.
What?
There.
Now I'm not comfortable. But I was doing things to an extreme. And I was taking everything to an extreme. It was like seeing one person that I didn't like in the hallways and like freaking out about
I
it.
think no hate to Precious, but I think it's because of Precious. Because she does that.
Okay, let's
About
talk about
literally
that. Let's talk
everything.
about that.
Okay.
Because I don't think it's because of Precious.
I do.
Okay, that's not a negative thing.
No.
It's just a true thing. Like, we can, like, being dramatic is fun. It can be fun. And it can be a bonding thing. And it can be like, so, okay, back to what we were saying.
Precious.
Precious. Love you so much, but I'm only speaking truth.
Agree.
And you know. Okay? I have had conversations with her about being dramatic, right? And she's aware, right? It's kind of like a joke that we have where we're both dramatic.
Yeah. Jokes turn into
Reality.
reality.
I know.
Nice one, nice one.
And it doesn't always have to be a negative thing. It just depends on what you're being dramatic about.
Yeah, but she does really everything.
I know, but it's not always negative.
Yeah.
It's only negative when it's hurting her / anyone negatively, right? So like with her ex, or with my ex, or I shouldn't say, like with her ex and with my
Crush ex.
crush ex, like
Ex crush.
ex
Why did I
crush.
say crush ex?
No, but it's just all boils down to putting your energy to things that matter. And my energy was at things that are so irrelevant, it was crazy. Like,
it was just everything. It was like all the things that you don't want to put your mind to, you put your mind to.
Exactly. And when Evan said, shout out to you, Evan, I was talking to him about something irrelevant and how I was being dramatic about it. And I was in that moment being dramatic about it. And then saying how I didn't get this one thing done for school that I needed to get done. And how I was stressed out about that. And he said, it's because you're putting your mind on things that don't matter. And you're not letting yourself put your energy towards things that do matter. And I was like, oh my God, you're so right. Like, I could have gotten all of this done that I needed to get done if I hadn't been so focused on this stupid thing that was going on, that I was being dramatic about, and that I was overthinking about. See, that's where overthinking can be bad, is when you're being dramatic and when you're...
It's when you overthink about bad things.
It's not overthinking for me, it's over-talking for me. Like, everyone I know, everyone I see, I will tell them about the situation that just happened. I'll give them the latest update on what he said to me in the hallway, and I'll be upset about it, and I'll be like dramatic about how he didn't talk to me or how he did. Go. And so I was like, I need to stop telling people my business. Like that. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Were you like pretending to sleep just now?
No.
What were you doing?
Oh, it was like when you end off a laugh and you're just like.
Okay. Anyways, I'm giving like my.
I swear I wasn't pretending to sleep.
Okay. Funny though. My life is changing because of these reasons, okay? That I'm saying right now. Why are you laughing?
It just looked so much like I was pretending to sleep. I even closed my eyes.
Stop.
Oh,
okay. Are you good?
Yeah.
I just needed to stop right now. I don't have much phone storage left.
I'm sorry. Go.
I just need to stop telling people my business. I need to. That's what it boils down to. That's why I deleted Snapchat and TikTok and Instagram, because that, like, especially especially Snapchat,
Dude,
it was a way that
I could go off so hard on TikTok. Oh my goodness.
That'll be the next topic, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Because or we could save it for our next episode, because we have a lot going.
If we're gonna save the next one,
write it down. Okay.
Write it down.
Snapchat was a way that was something that I was using that was encouraging my being over dramatic and my oversharing, and I just felt like people were getting sick of me. And I didn't want to be known as the person who only talked about their drama and their stuff and then didn't pay attention when other people were talking about their stuff. And I want to be more present in when I'm talking to people, and feel like I want people to think I'm a good listener, and I want people to trust me with things, and I want people to like think when I talk about something, it's because it's important to me, and it's because it's important in my life, and that it matters. And I didn't want to talk about things that didn't matter anymore, because it had been going on like my whole life, I feel like, but probably just in the last few years, because there's so many things that I could just go on and on about, and people don't care. That's what I realized. People don't care about your stupid drama with stupid boys, Macy. Like, get it together. Get a grip. That's my motto. Get a grip. And I'm getting my grip right now. This is how I'm doing it. Snapchat was way too easily for me to contact people that I should not be talking to. It was...
And my phone.
Yeah, for real. I was looking at myself too much. I know, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just obsessed with myself. No, I'm not done.
Listen,
I'm not done.
Please.
Just don't forget it. Okay, actually you can. I was done.
Snapchat makes you think that you should look good 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Because you
That's
are
good.
taking pictures 24/7 basically on Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if you don't look good, you just send a picture of a wall, and that isn't.
And then
good.
people could think you're mad at them for that.
Yeah, because people think when you send a picture of a wall that you're mad at them, but you actually just don't think that you.
Or you're dry.
Yeah. And
Okay. Anything else about Snapchat?
It's just not a good space.
Yeah. Okay, now let's talk about TikTok. Mine first.
Okay.
Reason I deleted. So that's the reason I deleted Snapchat, is for the dramatic oversharing part of me. TikTok, I deleted because I love TikTok, guys. was. It was
You-
like
no,
I
literally,
loved it.
You were addicted, like actually.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
I mean, everybody. Both.
Everybody is.
Sorry, I'll leave it for. I'll leave it
Okay.
for mine.
I loved making TikToks. I feel like I still wish I could make TikToks if I just like couldn't scroll on it. But it was just so bad for me. Like it's not that it was bad for me. It probably was. It definitely was. You'll talk about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But it was just taking up way too much time for me. Like it was an addiction, and like every time I went on my phone, I would just scroll on TikTok all the time. And now that I don't, I have more time to work on myself and focus on the things that matter, which are me working on myself means me just shutting up, basically. And
Dang.
I know. And it's true. And I've realized that, and I've really come to that conclusion. I didn't just delete all the apps. I deleted the accounts on all the apps. If I wanted to go back, I would have to start over. Like, I'd have to make a whole new account. So it's like, I've never done that. Like, my Instagram, I've had since 2017. I've had for 6 years.
Dang.
Since I was 10. And I'm 16 now. And I've had it that whole time. And I've been, like, I was kind of sad because I curated it perfectly to match my whole life. And it was, like, the best moments of my entire life for the last 6 years of my life.
Why'd you delete it then?
I'm getting to it.
Okay.
And so that was, like, kind of sad for me. But also, it's, like, here's why social media is toxic just in general. And Instagram is, like, the main, I don't know, probably not the main. But, like, I was thinking about it and I was like, there's people that I follow on Instagram that I have talked to in person maybe, like, 2 times. And they only perceive me as what I am on my Instagram profile, theoretically, right? And I only perceive them as what they put out on their account, which is only the best, most exciting, most, like, best pictures of them on their account. It's not who they actually are. Sure, it's big moments in their life that they want to share and, like, all this, but that's not real life. Real life is, like, you know, life isn't always that exciting and that cool. And so if you're on it and you're looking at all these people's accounts and lives, you're thinking, man, I wish my life was that cool. Like, look at all the cool things they did over the summer, or look how many friends they have, or look at all this. But it's all, like, fake and photoshopped, and, like, they probably hate each other. Like, all these people, like, posting about all their friends, like, they're not going to be friends in, like, 2 weeks. Like, it's not real. And so I was like, when people meet me, I don't want them to already have an idea of who I am because of my social media and because of all the best parts I put out. Like, they might be disappointed when they meet me in person because I'm not who I made myself out to be. So that's why I deleted Instagram, is because I just didn't want, like, also people stalk on Instagram and it's like, ooh, Macy Thomas, like, I heard she said this and this. Oh, who's Macy? Pull up her Instagram, let's look at it. And then they'll look at it and then they'll be like, oh, she blah, 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 blah. And make things that aren't real seem real because of that. And I didn't want to perceive people as they aren't. And I didn't want people to perceive me as I'm not. And it's fake and stupid, and I just want to be real. And I also deleted Be Real. I don't know why, I just felt like it. Go off.
So, it's funny. I saw this on TikTok. Then I, like, looked up and saw if it was real, and it is. So, TikTok, people who have TikTok know this. You get so many different emotions just scrolling and scrolling for hours, like happy, sad, confused, scared. Every emotion you could think of, you pretty much get on TikTok. And so that fries your dopamine receptors, so then everything else in your life becomes, like, numb. And then you just go back to TikTok because that's the only thing that gives you dopamine. And so,
Yeah, I believe that.
yeah, it's like you get so much dopamine from TikTok, it's crazy. And just any short film or short, what they call it, short videos, like YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels or Snapchat Stories, anything like that is basically the same thing as TikTok. It just fries your dopamine receptors, and so everything else in your life feels numb. And that's why I deleted it, because I don't really, whatever you said, I don't really care about that stuff. I was gonna say something else.
That's part of the addiction, though, too. Like, because of the dopamine. Like, I deleted TikTok because it was an addiction and because it was taking up too much time that I could have been using for more important, better things.
Yeah.
So, anyways, guys, I feel like we should end it there. I feel like that's a good way to end it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us. Oh my god, look at us. Having troubles? Come to the doubles. We will give you the best advice known to man. The advice we've given today,
Hasn't been bad.
impeccable. Like, we're changing people's lives around here. Like,
the 40
are you
people.
kidding me? Like, you guys are getting premium content here. Like, this is going to be the most important video I ever post, and will continue to.
If anybody ever knows, if anybody ever wants to know who I am, I'll show them this video.
Exactly. This is our principles of life.
Yeah.
We're better than everybody else.
Okay.
Like,
this is your old you.
oh yeah, you're right. I can't say that anymore. That's a new thing that I'm doing. I keep making up new rules for myself as I go along, which is pretty good. So I'm not going to say that anymore. But I will continue to share my knowledge and my wisdom to all of you who
And Evan
who want it. Love you, Evan. Evan should join for sure. Like,
he'll be like a star guest. Not just a star guest.
oh okay, yeah.
Like he might come like every other week. Or
Alright.
other
Whatever happens.
week.
You know, whatever. Like, I feel like all of these things we've been talking about throughout the last few weeks, but now we've come to conclusions about them, and
Yeah.
now we've really sat down and talked about them
Yeah.
with purpose
This is also
and
good
with
for us.
intention to give advice and to talk through things. Yeah,
Yeah. It's good for us. It's good
Mhm.
for them.
it's good for everybody involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good for Precious getting critical
Precious,
feedback.
listen, girly, I might not keep that in there.
You, bruh,
I will.
you will.
Precious, I'm sorry. I love you. But learn from us, you know? Like, you can learn from things. So, like, you can improve.
Troubles, doubles.
Come to the doubles. That's us.
I love
the
that.
Thomas doubles. But we're real for this. We're the realest people you know.
I don't know about that.
What should our outro be?
What's it
Look
gonna
at
be?
the green light. Okay, look at the green light. And we're gonna say it in the same time. Okay.
What? Say what?
Having troubles? Come to the doubles.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
When are we gonna say it?
Come closer. I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, and then we'll both look at the green light and we'll say it. Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Having troubles? Come to
with
the
the
doubles.
I said no.
Was that good?
I said with, not to.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Come to.
Come. What should it be?
Come to the doubles.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Having troubles?
Come to the doubles. We're so awesome.